Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. GALA continues to be in this holding pattern. It seems to be moving in this Elliott wave triangle. I mean, you can see it clearly contracting trend lines, higher lows, lower highs, pretty much no volatility. I mean, I've got the USD chart here. Sometimes we see a little bit of more detail actually on the USDT chart for some reason. So let's put that onto the chart. I might actually swap the entire chart to USDT. It seems a bit more clear. Here you have a very, very nice triangle as well. Basically, the context is the same, but we can apply the subwave structure counting a little bit better. So just maybe back to the context on this chart. Let me go to the USD chart first again. And you can see exactly it looks a bit weird. So I'm gonna probably swap over to the USDT chart, but it doesn't make a great difference anyway. The key here is that price is still moving in this descending trend channel that we expect another low at the moment. After the next low, we will give it a chance for a substantial rally. If a rally occurs, I will count it as a C wave of a larger wave 4, primarily. Could be something more bullish, but then it would need to prove that by breaking above 7.9 cents. Then we're in a third wave. But at the moment, we are still caught in a descending price channel, in a corrective price channel. Support is at 1.52 and 1.55 cents. You know, it might find a bit of support before, but that's sort of the next key support level, the previous swing low of the December lows. And also we had a Fibonacci extension level point to that direction. And because we are moving in this triangle, the expectation would be for trend following, yeah, which is a break to the downside. That's also the same expectation we have for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now let's go back to the tether chart. Oops. So here is, and let me take out those previous ones because I'm not using that chart normally. So you see a bearish pennant here. Yeah, we see a bearish pennant, and the Elliott wave count for such a triangle is typically an ABCDE structure. So A wave up, B wave down, C wave up. See, and the D wave might have finished, and we're now in an E wave. And in the E wave, it might get one more high here, one more lower high. Okay, what happens if it breaks to the upside? Well, it can do, of course, you know, nothing is guaranteed in these markets. If it breaks above the it's 2.01 cent basically, that would not invalidate the triangle, but it would force a recount of the triangle. I would then have to assume the C wave never finished if it goes a little higher, but stays below the A wave high. Yeah, so it could just stretch out like that. This is always possible with these diagonals. 1 second, so not like that. This is always possible with these triangle patterns. They can always extend out further. Now, well, B might actually stay where it is. So C wave might just reset a bit higher, okay? So it would end like that, something like that, an extended triangle. But you know, we're not looking at that primarily at the moment until that level is broken. Bear in mind, we're dealing with micro counting here anyway. A break above the A wave high at 2.05 cents would invalidate the triangle. Now, that would not necessarily be bullish because the structure here isn't clearly a bottoming structure. But of course, you know, invalidating the triangle might have some bullish implications. We might first explore if this is just a larger ABC structure, A wave. The B wave was maybe the triangle, and then a C wave up before it comes down further. Essentially what it means is, to really give us some evidence that something bullish is going on, 3 waves up is not sufficient. We need 5 waves, followed by a 3-wave move down. Then we can say, okay, it is bottomed, scale in, rally, okay? From an Elliott wave perspective. But at the moment, this is clearly a triangle, looks like a pennant, bearish pennant. Trend continuation down is expected. Breakout points to the downside. Here, the B wave low, that's at 1.85 cents. And then it should follow through to that 1.55 cent level. Not much more to add. So really diving into the detail here. I mean, again, an E wave, yeah, I might have finished already, but no evidence for that until it's broken. So the E wave is typically an ABC structure. So here A wave, B wave, and maybe we're already moving in the C wave, but that's highly speculative. And to be honest, don't pay so much attention to the micro structures. They change very often, especially within a correction, but it gives you a good roadmap, gives you an understanding what are the breakout points, the invalidation points, when do we have to recount, and what can we expect from the next move, which is down. And if we take a look at the USD chart again, what would be the resistance for the wave 4? I want to bring that up as well. What would be the resistance? I mean, let's assume it breaks to the upside. How high should the wave 4 go? And you know, at what point do we say, okay, it's not a wave 4 anymore because it's gone too high? Well, it's the 50% retracement level. Here we talk about 2.155 cents. So if it's really an ABC that's forming here, a larger ABC as I just showed you, and the wave 4 basically resets a bit higher, it should really not go above 2.155 cents. First of all, it will cross the wave 1 low, which is basically invalidating an impulse to the downside. But it will also be too high for a wave 4. But eventually it depends on the structure as well. So going above that level in just 3 waves is just not good enough. We need 5 waves up and a break above resistance to indicate that GALA has bottomed. I will keep you updated. I will let you know as soon as I see something change. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.